there! Welcome to the Sisterhood of the Traveling Bantha. We are your hosts, Denise
and Rexy, and we are recording with special support from Council Member Mark Collier.
And we're broadcasting from our galaxy to yours.
May the Force be with you.
Always.
Herd.
What is up, you guys? Herd. Fantastic people.
Full disclosure, I don't know what we're doing. I do know what the topic is, and I do know that we are recording our Star Wars podcast, but I don't know anything else because Denise has kept this 100% secret.
So, would you like to share with everybody what our topic is?
Yes, literally the only thing I know. We are about to do a 3-episode series. This is number 1 on the creatures of Tatooine.
Which this also works out perfectly because right after this we'll be doing Andor.
I'm so excited, but also I now know exactly what it's like whenever Denise is like, so we actually did this and I don't know what we're doing. Now I know what that's like because I usually know something.
It's not fun, is it?
No! I don't know I don't know how to help.
That's all right, because I got notes.
Okay.
And I even brought visuals. Because
excited.
I figured you would like some visuals to know what we're talking about.
Yes.
And I also have, for every creature that we are discussing for our creature episode, I have a fun fact.
Yeah! I'm so excited.
So we have done...
It's gonna be so much fun, you guys.
We have done a creature series before.
Mm-hmm.
These creatures that we've done before we had ones from like the cartoons, one from the TV live action shows, and then an episode from the movies.
Mm-hmm.
And
they spanned all over different planets and times, and it was a lot of fun. If you guys have not listened to those, you should go back and check those out because they were so fun.
So this time we are focusing solely on Tatooine because everything always goes back to Tatooine.
It does.
With
Tatooine's back is posted.
So with that said, I do have one creature that we have discussed before on every episode. And then I got 3 new creatures on each episode that we have not talked about.
So this is
literally
the best time of my life right now.
And then each episode we have a bonus creature from the legends to discuss.
Is it my birthday?
But yes, so I'm super excited.
And Denise wrote 3. It's my favorite creatures and droids. This literally doesn't get better.
So
this doesn't get better.
I know this is
you
gonna
are
be great.
amazing.
We're gonna start off with a big, well-known creature.
First, can we start off? I do want to apologize. I know that you guys saw the announcement that Denise put out. Sorry, we did not get an episode out last week.
Life happens.
Yeah, life happens. It was crazy busy. Denise had a lot going on. I had midterms. We're back. We needed a break. I messaged Denise and I was like, please, I need a break. I'm going to crawl into a hole and cry.
But first, before we dive into the creatures, exciting news. We will be at GalaxyCon, Oklahoma City, with media passes, and we're going to be sharing all kinds of fun jazz from Star Wars, about Star Wars at GalaxyCon.
Yes.
We're going to be there in so many different capacities.
Yes. We get to do this with the show. We get to actually they are trusting us to cover the con.
And so we're doing that. We're also going to be there in costumes.
Yep.
At some point or another.
So you will definitely see, and probably ROS a little bit because it's both very important to us.
Everywhere. Yeah. So that's super exciting. Also, don't forget to sign up. If you like listening to these shows, sign up for our Patreon. We do an exclusive episode every month for our Patreons discussing different women in Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we get on a very personal level with it. Sometimes we just do a history lesson on a character.
And that's what we did with the most recent one, which is about to drop. You guys can sign up for the Patreon and go.
And that starts as low as $3. So check that out.
And also, because Denise keeps forgetting to brag on herself, I'll do it. She got into GalaxyCon with a media pass as well because she's amazing and she's been working really, really hard on her channel. And she's got 30,000 plus on her platforms. 30,000 views a plus.
Yes.
Yeah, a month. So that was the requirement. So she got in. She got in before the podcast did.
Yes, I'm super excited. But okay, all that. Thank you for staying and listening. Now we're going to dive into our first creature, which is going to be one that we have discussed before. Nope. Crate dragons.
Yes.
There you go.
I love you. You're the best.
So crate dragons first appeared in A New Hope in Star Wars in a skeleton form only, though. But in The Mandalorian, the Marshal was his first actual alive appearance.
It was epic.
It was pretty cool as it came out and was like, Rum.
Oh, and so epic.
Oh, put it on the bantha.
Oh,
I don't know where Bonnie is.
Down the crate dragon's tummy. Apparently.
Yeah.
We'll rescue her at the break.
They are oviparous reptiles. Well, assumed. There's not really, people don't know. Creatures or sentients don't know a whole lot about it. They are assuming that they are. Despite never seeing a crate egg.
Oh, okay. But it does. It makes sense, right?
They do.
Otherwise, you'd probably see babies.
Yeah, they haven't. They don't know. They are hunted for pearls found in their bodies, which we see that in Mandalorian with the Jawas and Tuskens. Also, the Tusken Raiders believe their bones possess the powerful magic, which is why they worship them.
Okay, the crate dragons are literally made of magic.
And that is why they worship them. They fed them the bantha to keep it happy as their sacrifice. I don't have a fun fact for this. Okay, good. Okay, here's a fun fact. I lied. We got one. This is probably one of my favorite fun facts. After the Great Jedi Purge, so Order 66, there was a rumor going around Tatooine and the local Tusken that Obi-Wan had slain a flying crate dragon.
Okay.
Yeah. Where it came from, who knows? But it's one of those.
Where does any mythology come from, right?
Somewhere, which is crazy
Obi-Wan can dragon slayer.
But it's crazy because he was supposed to be dead. Nobody knew he was supposed to be there. So how did Obi-Wan
Ghost-Obi-Wan dragon slayer?
Were they thinking Crazy Ben?
Maybe Crazy Ben slaying dragons.
They're very hard to take down, but Din was able to help take one down with the help of Cobb Vanth and a Tusken. I love Cobb Vanth.
Oh my God, me too. Yeah.
Anyways, that was a quick distraction right there.
That whole show was very nice to look at.
Do you know what they would eat? Do you remember what they would eat?
Sand.
Well, the sacrificial banthas, but when they were out and about living their lives. It's another creature, obviously. No.
Sarlacc. Oh, they would eat the Sarlacc. That's right. My mind is just as blown as it was the first time we did that.
They would feed off Sarlacc and then burrow within the abandoned pits because the Sarlacc have the big stomach, and so they would just kind of burrow inside it and make go.
Nice. Those dragons.
But yeah, so first one was a crate dragon. We needed to throw a quick call out to our original. Okay, so I have so many snarky comments on.
Seriously, this is the best way to come back from our break.
So many snarky comments. Oh my God.
All right, let's have it.
All right. The first one is a massive, which is that one.
Ooh.
So
Look at those teeth.
that's one, the massive. Yes.
Neat.
So the first appearance is in episode 2, Attack of the Clones. When they go to Tatooine and Anakin decides to slaughter all the
Oh.
Tusken, they had guard dogs there.
Okay.
But they didn't do a very good job of guarding
No.
them from Anakin.
Terrible guard dogs.
Anyways, so from there, actually they have 2 homeworlds. So they're not just from, actually 3 homeworlds.
Dang. Okay.
So
Are there like different species of them on the different?
I don't know. I was trying to figure that out, but I have other information that I know you're going to ask. So
Okay.
their homeworlds include Geonosis
Okay.
and Fulrum.
What?
Fulrum. Florrum. Fulrum.
Oh. Ah.
Because I know you're going to ask. Do we have any information on this planet?
Yeah.
Very, very, very little.
Okay, well that's not a no.
Very little. Geonosis, we did that on our planet series. We talked all
Yeah.
about Geonosis.
Yep.
So Florum. Yeah.
Florum?
Florrum. Florum.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. The R would be rolled.
Florum served as the headquarters for a pirate gang. Yes.
Okay.
So massives could be found there also. Not just
How do
Tatooine.
have a mask?
I don't know. I maybe.
In my head.
I don't think it'd be very mean though. I think it'd be like
it would be kind of laid back, like
the
Hondo.
derpiest, like massive, like a lab.
Probably. Yeah, Hondo would have a lab or like a golden retriever or something.
Like,
It's just like, no, don't.
because he's Hondo. So it is a quadruped with a row of spines along their humpbacks. The spines, while used for defense, also indicated the age of the mastiff.
Like the taller, the older.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. And they also had armored hides.
Ooh, hard to take down.
Yeah. So
Good guard dogs.
yeah. So
Oh.
it literally looks like
It does. It
a-
looks like it's got scales.
a
Like
turtle
plate
shell.
armor.
Yeah. And so okay, there we go. They had long dagger-like teeth, large eyes that allowed them to see at night, and they were approximately 1 meter tall. It's about 3 feet. Okay, so the size of a dog.
Dog.
A big,
Armored spiky dog.
a big dog, a
Yeah.
tall dog.
Yeah.
But that's like a dog, a guard dog, which is what they were used for.
That makes sense.
So here's for our next fun fact. Are you ready? Okay. The massive was adapted from an aggressive and menacing. Hold on. It needs to be something weird for typing.
Oh.
Okay. So they were originally created to be this aggressive, menacing appearance during the early concept art for Attack of the Clones.
Okay.
But they decided that they were deemed too vicious looking for a simple like pack animal.
Oh, okay.
And they were originally so they also then sized them down to dogs.
Okay.
Because
So they were.
they were originally supposed to be these big animals, but they were pack animals. They were kind of mean and scary looking, so they
Okay.
sized them down. And this is where the Geonosis comes in. Originally, they were going to be pack animals on Geonosis, but all those scenes got cut,
Oh, okay.
and they transported them to Tatooine to be used as the guard dogs for the
Okay.
Tusken Raiders.
I like that. like, oh, we didn't get to see this, but we did.
So
It's
like,
just over here.
and that's like one of the cool things about Star Wars is if you go through a lot of like the concept of the things, like the stories evolve, characters evolve, locations evolve. Like they're always reusing concept art. We learned that with Ketsu from Rebels, The Mandalorian. She was actually a concept art of a character for The Force Awakens.
Yep.
Like so, we're always
The
seeing
character got abandoned, and so they gave her to Rebels.
and we've seen that not only there, but in like other places in Star Wars too. It is constantly being done because there's a lot of good ideas and not
Just because it doesn't fit one place doesn't mean it's not perfect for something.
yeah. So that's the massive.
I like them.
Are you ready for your next one?
Yeah.
The next one is called the Dewback.
Oh, I love dewbacks. Yeah, they're neat.
So if you want to see the Dewback, Owen thought they looked funny. Rexy's gonna put up a picture.
Yeah, yeah. We
They
saw these in Mando, right? Isn't this what they were writing? No, they were
no.
writing blurgs.
yeah, blurgs.
Blurgs.
And that was on a different planet. Okay, so first appearance is Star Wars: A New Hope in '77. It was actually an animatronic creature, so they used puppets because the technology was not there yet for like CGI.
Yeah.
But by the time the '97 specials came out for the 20th anniversary, they actually replaced it with a CGI version and had the stormtroopers riding it and stuff.
Okay.
So they
If you're really interested to go in and see, I'll see if I can find that and throw it in here. A clip of like 70s versus CGI.
They definitely look different.
Yeah.
Because the CGI was starting to like get bigger, like in the late 90s. It's
Yeah.
still like kind of a new concept. It wasn't fully polished like some of the stuff is now, and so it almost looks a little out of place. The
Yeah.
CGI, in my opinion, but it kind of then adds to the cheesiness of what Star Wars
Right.
is.
A little like the battle when they're just like, CGI is our new toy. Let's put in everybody we can think of because it's amazing.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, maybe that's a lot, but also it's kind of fun and cheesy.
All right, so let's learn some about their biology.
Biology.
Biology. I think the energy drink is kicking in.
I think you're right.
So it's a large energy drink, which is like 2 cans. And I didn't even ask them. They gave me light ice, so it's even more.
Wow.
And then on an empty stomach, so it's coming.
Yep.
It's kicking in. All right, so they were able to withstand the heat of the binary sun and the large amount of dust that often cause machinery to fail. So they were used
Okay.
quite a bit as like mounts.
Yeah.
And used to transport stuff around the city and to the moisture farms.
They're like pack animals.
Yeah. And because machines would typically fail because of such harsh conditions, they were able to use animals, the creatures. They also had thick hives, scaly
Probably
green.
also really helps protect against that
Yeah.
sand that hurts when a sandstorm whips up. Like,
I would not want to be out in one of those.
mm-mm.
Thick hives, scaly green skin, long round heads, and a short tail. Although I don't think the tail's very short. I guess in comparison to the body, I don't know.
I guess. I mean, it's probably 2/3 of the body size.
Owen said the head looked like a T-Rex head.
It does, like a skeleton. Like a decaying T-Rex head.
Yeah.
I agree. Whatever that up there is in the corner, it looks like a Demogorgon.
That's the crate dragon.
Oh, looks like a Demodog.
Nope, crate dragon.
Oh, it's the other leg.
Massive.
Yep.
Massive.
Massive. Massive. We gonna get together and talk about them hair maces today.
Oh, getting unhinged quick. Short tails while plodding around on clawed feet. It was incapable of short, fast bursts of speed,
Oh, okay.
so they could sprint. a
Run
short
real quick
distance.
to try to get away from something, or
Yeah.
it would take it out.
So they would become lethargic at night
taking
and cooler temps. So they were definitely a reptilian.
Yeah. They say the
Like-
sun comes out, they recharge.
Yeah,
The
they're
sun goes down, they go to bed.
That's cold-blooded, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, they're definitely cold-blooded.
Yep.
From what we have gathered.
So, probably means like they can't regulate their own body.
No, probably not. I mean, the nice thing is with Tatooine, there's not much shade.
That's true.
They only have to worry about it at night.
Yep.
So the female dewbacks would lay. How many eggs do you think they would lay a year in a standard year?
317.
Good lord.
I don't know. When snakes lay a clutch of eggs, like 8 or 12 times.
50 to 85.
Okay.
Not 370.
I wasn't that far off. Just like a couple.
Just a few hundred.
Not a few hundred.
I was just like, when I saw that, I was like, dang, that's a lot of eggs. So wouldn't they be like all over Tatooine?
You would think so.
Or maybe because they primarily
Well, they
just-
probably dig them and then, like turtles, like they dig
or Tatooine's
bed.
a pretty large planet, and we primarily only
We
see
see the
around the cities. We don't really see
not
like,
very
I
much.
mean,
we get
yeah,
some
we
shots
see
of like the moisture farm or
the
whatever,
Dune
but
Sea or
Yeah.
where they do the pod racing, but like that's
it's
in comparison.
brief
Really,
compared to the rest of the planet. So, yeah, maybe they have like a hatching ground type thing.
do you want to know what they ate?
They eat.
They do eat.
They eat. Damn.
You're not gonna guess it, but
They eat.
okay, they eat tubers, grass patches. Where that is, I don't know, and womp rat.
They want breath. That's funny. Where do they find grass on Tatooine?
That's the question you want to ask. Not what are tubers?
Well, tuber is like a potato.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Do they have potato eyes?
Probably. A tuber is any type of that type of, like potato-y root.
I didn't know that. Well, I had a whole thing for you too.
Gimme.
Okay.
I still want it.
Still my thunder.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like
Really
a potato.
Really was focused on the.
I don't know where the grass is. Like
The
that
grass.
was really weird to me. I would have never in a million years spot grass patches.
Me neither.
Or maybe they
I've
have
never
like,
seen a blade of grass in any of the Tatooine scenes.
ever.
Yeah, we got tuber
Um,
stuff.
So tuber is a type of plant that will grow out in the Dune Sea. So I had lower where it grows.
Yay!
Dune Sea.
Juicy.
But not only in the Dune Sea of Tatooine, they're also grown elsewhere.
Like off the planet?
Yeah.
Of course.
It's called Akvia, Akiva, and Lethal. And they were eaten with meat products,
Like potatoes. That makes sense.
like potatoes. I'm a little salty about that one.
I know it.
Hear that, young man? We got potatoes in our podcast.
Potatoes.
Potato.
Oil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Oil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Oil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew.
Oh, we already talked about this. Commonly used for mounts and to haul goods. They even haul pod racers.
They're strong then.
Yeah, we saw them haul the pod racers in Attack of the Clones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we set it up.
Okay.
Are you ready for a fun fact?
Yeah.
How do you think they got their name?
Because when they wake up in the morning, there's dew along their back.
Actually, very close.
Okay.
The name came from being able to lick the morning dew from their backs with their flicking tongue.
Okay.
So they wake up and be like,
I would like a drink, please.
lick the dew off of their back.
Long freaking tongue.
Yeah. Okay, so This is a canon creature. You see it in the movie, but very, 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 very briefly. So briefly you would never even notice.
Ooh, okay.
So we dug deep for this fun one. It is called a skitto. So a skitto is this guy.
Oh.
So let me show.
It's like a little worm with wings and feet.
Yeah. Okay, these ones. These are fun.
Skitto.
All right. I learned a lot this one too. All right, first appearance. And it's also been in comics, but the first on-screen appearance was in Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. Yep. I made the same face too.
Fly through a corner of a screen or what?
All right, so these are. The fun fact is where they are.
Okay.
So they are non-sentient, ferocious, flying pets. So they don't have the thought. They're animals. They're pets. All right. They grow up to 1 meter long.
It's a
So
very large pest.
3 feet long. They have 4 powerful legs, a tail, 4 wings, a mouth full of fangs, and excellent night vision.
Are they mosquitoes? They're giant Star Wars mosquitoes.
That's where you went? I didn't go to mosquitoes. I went somewhere else. All right. Spent the day in caves
Bats.
and
No,
took
they're not so cool.
flight at night in swarms to feed on smaller creatures and sucking the blood out of larger animals.
What's that?
I said vampires.
What's that?
I said vampires. I want to add that. I was writing this while at work and cracking myself up, adding these little notes. It's vampires. So yeah, it made me think of vampires. Their meat was poisonous to humans raw,
Okay.
but when fried and prepared as meatballs, humans loved them.
Okay.
Only as meatballs.
Otherwise,
So that's a good way to kill somebody,
yeah.
unalive somebody.
Give them a
Raw
raw
mosquito.
Yeah,
Like
mosquito. Mosquito bat.
And they were
Vampire.
sold as street food. Meatball on a stick.
Meatball on a stick. And if it's not a meatball on a stick, you go blah, 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 blah.
All right.
They're here. You know what you're here for.
So you ready for the fun fact? Okay.
That we've been getting them.
Oh, no, there's more. I mean, it's fun facts because we don't know anything
That
about
is
this
true.
creature.
Yeah.
Um,
Everything is a fun fact.
So, during the Boonta Eve Classic Pod Race of 32 BBY, pod racer Rolf Carroll crashed his pod racer into a pillar in the Laguna Caves and caused an explosion, causing the mosquitoes to flee from one of the exits during the race. So,
I never would have ever even known this. I'm gonna look it up.
okay. So one of the crashes in the caves
Yeah.
during the Phantom Menace,
Here's that a whole bunch of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the pod racer that dies,
Yeah.
So and the Laguna Caves and because of this, they used to be part of the pod racing track during the last decades of the Galactic Republic, so Anakin era. But because of that, the crash. Well, no, not even because of the crash, but because of a canyon crate dragon taking residence in the Laguna Caves, they had to close off
Oh,
that part of the race.
that's a really good reason to close that off.
So we have, and then this is Ralt's Carol meets his end in the Phantom Menace. But yeah, so in the Phantom Menace racing scene where
Yeah.
they crash inside the caves, and later the cave closes down because of a canyon crate dragon, which there are different types of crate dragons. We did not go into that. There's a
Okay.
few different ones, just like there's a few different rancors. There's a few different
Okay, that makes sense.
There's another big
They
creature.
adapt to different areas, probably, or different needs, or
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
But yeah. So
Mosquito.
our mosquito bat vampires.
Yes.
And that
Mosquito bat.
picture that I have is the only one I could find.
Wow.
They were also in a few like comics. Well, I guess I could have found no, the picture was from the comic. So it wasn't.
That's wild.
Yeah, we dug deep for that one.
barely there.
Dug deep. Okay, so are we ready for our Legends?
Yeah.
Legends one? You
Okay.
are gonna like this one. It is called a woodoo.
Would do.
Voodoo.
Voodoo. Voodoo.
Literally, like.
He's like a
Voodoo.
voodoo. I can't even figure out how to describe him.
I'm going to describe them. for you.
Okay. I want one.
Okay, so these are in the Legend book. So they're not official canon creatures.
Okay.
The first appearance and only appearance are mentioned in 3 Legends books.
Oh, only 3.
The Older Public, Fatal Alliance, Darkness 1, The Joiner King, and Legacy of the Force Inferno. I know the Legacy of the Force, that's like a 9-part book series, so I know
Okay.
that one. I don't know the other 2 books. I'm sure Erin would know.
Oh, she's
She
super into the legacy,
loves
isn't
the-
she?
She loves the Legends and
Or
hates-
11th, yeah, not legacy.
hates all things canon.
Oh, really? Because it changes her story that she loves so much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I get it.
that makes sense.
I get it.
It's like us, we're having kind of a hard time with the legends because it keeps changing what we are used to.
Yeah.
So,
And so,
okay.
all right, they have, here's their description. Abnormally large blue head attached to a stubby neck, odd egg-shaped body. They are slow, but super strong. Had a powerful set of digging claws. So like their front toe had a claw. So they could dig down.
Their toes kind of look like,
There's a claw right there.
yeah, like elephant feet, but with
Yeah.
claws.
Which enabled them to dig up dewback eggs
Oh. Vancouver?
and fend off crate dragons
Oh, okay.
as they were too slow to outrun the crate
That
dragon.
makes sense. It's wild that those little toes would help them fend off a crate dragon.
But it got them the egg delicacy of the dewbacks. Yeah, they were popular game for hunters, tasty meat, and the bones were used for jewelry.
Oh, okay.
They were very social creatures, territorial, and protective, and known to grieve if a mate or hatchling died.
Oh, so they're very social.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And feathers?
Yeah, it's kind of got
Or
a
fur,
feathery
maybe?
fur back.
Oh my god, it looks like you know the Beatles crows from the old cartoons? They're like the vultures, but they're like the Beatles. With like
Oh,
moppy,
they're like
the moppy hair. They're like British accent.
the same haircut, covering its butt and legs with flappy hair. Flappy hair.
Oh my god, it's
Um,
so pretty. He's amazing. He's got like a mohawk.
I think it might be like
No, it's
A
like
fin?
a rooster. He's
Yeah,
got
it's
a
like
little
a
waddle like a turkey and a
Yeah.
like a rooster.
that totally made me think of. Do you remember Cockadoodle Doo? The oh my god, the rooster.
Rockadoodle.
Yeah, Rockadoodle.
Rockadoodle.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love that movie so much all the time. All the time.
Okay, we should snag Dina. Dina, are you listening? We should get together and have a little Rockadoodle watch party. It's gonna be so much fun.
But yeah, so those are all our creatures for part 1.
Yeah, this was so
Um,
fun.
We had crate dragons, massive, dewbacks, mosquitoes, and voodoo. Voodoo.
That's so fun.
It's a fun one to say. Yeah.
Man, I love this. This is so much fun.
Um.
You were so good at this.
Yeah. I like. So I searched up like Tatooine creatures.
Yeah.
And it was really hard because most of the creatures that pop up are in legends. But that's because legends were literally written from like the early 80s all the way through till 2014, 2015.
That is
Because
a
20
lot of
No,
time
no,
to
2012. 2012 I think is when Disney bought Lucasfilms.
Okay.
So from that till the time Disney bought Lucasfilm, like that was all legends. And so there were so many creatures from their books and from their comics. Yeah, from their comics, from the video games, because there's a lot of video games as well. So like I was just like, I need a non-legends creature. Like, come on. Like,
So is there anybody still writing within that Legends verse anymore? Like any new anything?
no, everything's canon now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought so, but like
There
maybe.
are authors that have gone from the legends into canon,
Oh really?
like John Jackson Miller,
Oh.
Zahn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Timothy Zahn. There's like several authors who have made the jump over. So it's not like,
Yeah.
but there are some authors who will not do any new Star Wars.
Because probably
Yeah.
like people that we know, like Aaron. I mean,
They
that's the
had their
story they
story
love.
and then they were told no more. So but it's given us some fun creatures.
Yeah. I like the voodoo.
Yeah, I got that one for you. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We
I
have
definitely did. So if you didn't,
two more creature episodes. More creatures from Tatooine. Hearing us talk about some of their physiology, and then some fun facts and just random commentary. So yeah, we hope you enjoy that. Finding the fun from our galaxy to yours.
may the force be with you.
Always. All right.
Thank you for listening to Sisterhood of the Traveling Bantha, written and produced by Denise McKay.
Edited and produced by Rexy Jupiter. Original logo designed by Tyler Rigney.
Intro and outro music is provided by the Galactic Empire.
You can find us on all streaming platforms at Travel and Bantha.
And join our Discord for fun-filled galaxy chats.
You can also sign up for our Patreon starting at just $3. You get exclusive episodes, merch, behind the scenes, and more.
And a special thanks to all our Jedi Knight members and higher. We have Rooney, Michael Beavers, Mark Collier, and James Peak. From our galaxy to yours,
May the force be with you.
always.